guys, today I'm going to be showing you a video of how to do an eyelash tint. The reason I thought I'd do this video is because an eyelash tint I felt was something that my viewers, if you're interested in beauty and makeup and everything like that, that you might like to go to beauty salons and get your eyelashes tinted. So I figured sometimes you might be a bit wondering, what are they doing, or you might just be curious, even if it's not out of nervousness, like, oh, what's going to happen. It might just be curiosity. So I wonder what they're doing, because obviously if your eyes are shut you can't see. You may not even want to get your eyelashes tinted for this, might just be something fun for you to watch. So yeah, I thought I'd go through it. First I'm going to show you the equipment I use, and then we'll jump into the actual video of me tinting my mum's eyelashes. So when you get an eyelash tint done, the things that the therapist will be using is firstly a sort of cleanser or eye makeup remover to remove any mascara, any eye makeup you have on, so you can go along with eye makeup on, they'll just simply remove it and it'll be fine. So that. You'll also be having cotton wool used on you, obviously just to remove the makeup, and it also is used throughout the tint as well. Cotton buds. The cotton buds are used to put Vaseline, this is just a big pot of petroleum jelly, it's just standard petroleum jelly. The cotton buds are dipped in that to line around the outside of your eyelashes so as the tint doesn't go onto the skin as well, because obviously you just want tint on the lashes. If the tint gets on the skin, it will just, obviously the colour will take, but that will fade over the next couple of days, so you don't really have to worry about it, but obviously it's best to try and prevent it. So this kind of blocks it so as it can't make contact with the skin. And we also use cotton buds with the petroleum jelly on cotton wool, and they'll have kind of half disc shapes where Vaseline will be placed on one side and the Vaseline side will go under your eyelash, and that's to further act as a barrier. And so obviously you need scissors to go with that. And then finally the actual tint, if you're having eyelashes, I guess you want them to look really black, so they'll be using blue and black, because by using blue and black together you'll get a darker black than if you just use black on its own. And obviously I think dark is better with your eyelashes, but there won't be any blue kind of in it, you won't see the blue. And that is usually mixed up in just a little glass jar. Sometimes they just use little plastic, not plastic, sorry, yeah, plastic or paper, little disposable ones, because then I guess there's no washing. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do just before we set up is I'm going to take a cotton bud and I'm going to use some of the Vaseline. I'm going to scrape a bit here along the side. I'm just, as you can see, putting the Vaseline along here. You don't have to bother going all outwards on this, so I've just placed some Vaseline along there, and I'm going to do that to the other one because I've got one for both eyes. So now I've got them to prepare, I'm just going to place them to the side. The next thing that I'm going to prepare is the actual tint. So I'm going to get my little glass here. You can do black or blue first, doesn't really matter. Yeah. Usually this is the peroxide, and that is what's going to activate the tints to make them set as colour on your eyelashes. Usually you'd apply the tint with a tint brush, but I forgot mine, I left mine outside. Since I can't bother to go around and get it, I'm just going to use a cotton bud. You can use that, doesn't really matter, you just got to make sure you pile on the tint and there's enough to cover all of the eyelashes, because you don't want to leave any areas untinted, because then you're not going to get that striking bold look. So now I'm just placing some blue in. Put the same amount of blue in as you did black. So now that's all my colours. See the bit of blue and the black. Prepare that before the client gets there, but what you don't want to do is put in the peroxide until you're actually about to do. And when I do, it will be about 3 drops of this. It comes in a little drop dispenser. I'll show it to you now. You'll probably see this more in the actual tutorial, but see this little dropper there. Now you've seen how I set up and all the equipment that I use. Now get on to the actual footage of me doing the eyelash tint on my mum. So Jess doesn't have any eye makeup on, so I'm just getting some I'm just getting some Vaseline. If you want to look upwards, please. This is just going to go along the bottom of the eyelashes so as none of the tint can get onto the eyelashes. I'm going to flick it around so as I've got no Vaseline on, and this is just going to help to spread it out evenly. I've already showed you these 2 pieces of cotton wool in the disc shapes. This is just some tint, but it's not anything actually on it. And if you look upwards, I'm just going to place that as close to the lash line as I can get it. That's going to stop any of the tint going under. So that eye you can even show. You might as well just keep them open. I'm placing this under the other eye. Got both of the cotton discs on. I'm just going to get some more Vaseline on a new cotton bud and take this along the top eyelash line, and that's just going to stop any tint going onto there as well, because that can look smudgy. It's okay, I guess, if a little bit goes on, because then it just looks a bit like eyeliner, but it's best to avoid it if you can. Just doing that on both the eyes. Now I've got my mix here of the black and blue tint. I'm just going to add 3 drops of the peroxide, and this is what's going to activate the tint, so as the particles in it are going to actually attach themselves and tint the eyelashes. I'm just going to mix this up now with a little bit of a cotton bud. You would usually use a brush, but I've left mine outside, but it's perfectly fine to use a cotton bud. Just stirring that up. Now that's mixed, I'm just going to take some of that onto here and just start placing it onto the eyelashes. You want them to be covered really thickly, so just in a massive clump of tint, because that way you're going to get all of the eyelashes tinted and not leave any out. So it's just going to look like a big block of tint, really, like as if really just a massive blob of black. Now that we've placed tint on, I'm just going to go along on the top of the skin here, just take away any excess tint that's on the skin, because we really don't want any of the tint to be on there, just because it won't look as neat. And then go along, touch up any last parts, really lifting the eyelashes up to cover the underneath lashes, as well as pressing them down to make sure you got it all the way through. Okay, so now that I've done the tint on both the eyes, I'm going to set a timer, leave it on for 10 minutes, and we'll be back to show you how we get the tint off. Okay, so now that the time is up, 10 minutes has passed, so I'm going to go in, I've got some damp cotton wool, just dampened here, and to get it off, what you do is place a piece of cotton wool over the top, grab it with your hands, kind of section it between your fingers like that, and then pull, don't open your eyes yet, and then do a flip motion. This is kind of the way to get the majority of the tint off in one go. And then you go back in with your next bit of cotton wool and start wiping upwards and then down to kind of clear the eye from tint. I also think it's a good idea to give your clients some cotton wool afterwards as well, so they can just wipe their eyes over once more before they open their eyes up, because they can judge it better than you. But so far this one looks pretty good. None of the tint has gone anywhere and the eyelashes look really black. I'm going to take the other eye off. So now that I think I've got the majority of that off the eye, I'm going to hand over 2 pieces of cotton wool to Jess. So if you can take these, wipe over the eyes, just kind of as if he's taken off makeup. And when you feel that they're fine, you can open them and see how you think they are. Yeah, okay. You can see now that's what the finished look is like. Jess has obviously blonde hair, so it's quite fair. If you open your eyes up, you can definitely see the black, and the black that has gone a bit onto the skin just looks like eyeliner on the top lashes. So this looks really, really nice, and pleased with the result. What do you think about eyelash tinting?
Yeah, I really like them because I have such fair eyelashes.
Yeah, because you'd never had a tint before, so you didn't know what to expect.
It helps free my eyes a lot more.
I know.
Yeah.
And what was you expecting from your tint?
Black eyelashes. I got them, so yeah, I'm happy with them.
Definitely. So, as a general, what do you rate this treatment? Do you think this is definitely a good one to get in a salon?
Yeah, definitely worth the money.
Yeah, because it's things like facials are good, yeah, and stuff. Things like massages are good. There's health benefits behind them, but you don't see a visible difference. Yeah. Treatments like this, you definitely see it. So yeah, that is the look. You can see there's a great deal of difference there, so much more blacker, it really defines the eye. You can still put mascara on. So that was all of the tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. Beauty college is something that I love doing. I learn eye treatments in my level 2 and I'm currently studying for my level 3 at the moment. If you've got any questions about beauty college or any other treatments you'd like to see a video of, leave them in the comments. Any questions are always welcome about this or anything else. And yeah, I think that I'm going to be filming another video with my friend Jess, doing eyebrow tint and wax, so that is really a good one, because that's a treatment I think a lot of people might want to go get, but they might just be a bit nervous or don't really know what to expect. So yeah, I'm sure there's loads of videos on YouTube, but I figured that this one I might as well make one too. So yeah, see you in the next video, bye.